Hi, I'm Lauren Gotting, new business director at URM Consulting. Back in January, we hosted a live Q&A session where Amarjit Sandhu, also known as AJ, URM's cybersecurity analyst and Cyber Essentials assessor, answered key questions about the Cyber Essentials and Cyber Essentials Plus. During the session, he covered everything from the scheme's requirements and recent changes all the way through to practical advice for certification. In this series, we're sharing a selection of his answers in short, bite-sized clips. We hope you find them useful. Okay, and then specifically around then Cyber Essentials Plus tests, there are going to be some changes, I understand?
Yes, so there's going to be some additional checks we'll need to run as part of the CE Plus process. The main ones are making sure the scope is as declared. So if you're stating you've got 10 laptops, we'll need to confirm that. We'll need to run some checks to confirm that that is what you have. I'm sure it's not that common, but I'm sure there are a few companies out there who may have 20 laptops but only declare 10. So we would be checking to see if that kind of scenario is in play or not.
And how would we do that? Would that be via a scan? Would it? Or?
Currently, IASME haven't given us full guidelines as to what level we should take this to. It could be anywhere from just checking a console to see how many devices are connecting. It could be checking if you have an on-premise Active Directory, making sure what devices have an account, checking Intune, that kind of thing. It could also be a little bit further on from that and running scans, but IASME haven't officially provided that information to us yet, so we're not certain as to how far we take that.
Okay, and once we get that information, we'll be all over it.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, excellent. And then the whole organisation then check. So is that the equivalent of like a PCI segmentation test? Is that how we check that, or?
Yep. So if someone's declared a whole organisation, then that's fairly easy.
Yeah.
It's if anyone's declared no to the question and they want to segregate, then we will need to check that segregation and make sure it's in place and compliant.
And are there certain rules then of segregation? Does there have to be certain things in place to segregate?
So again, IASME haven't provided that information, but from a security perspective, you should only allow the traffic that's required from an in-scope to an out-scope network. So if you've got segregation, ideally you want to block it completely, but obviously there's valid reasons and business reasons for allowing communication. That communication should be checked and filtered, and you only allow what's required.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Thank you, AJ, and thank you for watching. URM is hosting a free webinar in July where we'll be exploring the recent changes to the Cyber Essentials scheme and the Cyber Essentials Plus scheme in more detail. If you'd like to understand how these updates could affect your organisation and get further guidance from our experts, feel free to register at our website, urmconsulting.com. On the website, you'll have a chance to submit any questions ahead of time, and you'll of course be able to ask more during the live session, where no question will be left unanswered. If we don't hit them all on the live session, we'll reach out to address them one-to-one.